Hey guys, I'm ChezPride and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are doing the slideshow for Season 2 of my Sims 4 Lesbian Lover 100 Baby Challenge. I love doing slideshows for most of my series, but especially the longer ones, because it's just a chance to reflect and look back on it and remember stuff, and it's like good memories, and it just makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. I enjoy doing them. So we're gonna do one. Like I said, this is for Season 2. Season 1 already had its own slideshow come out if you want to go watch that. But this is Season 2 with Zoe as the matriarch that completed the 100 Baby Challenge. I am going to apologize for it being a little bit late. I normally post the slideshow and the last video on the same day, if not in the same video. Obviously this series was way too long for me to put on a normal video. It had to be a video by itself because there was like 131 episodes, which is nowhere near as long as the first season. See, the first season was like 200 something episodes. But anyways, back to what I was saying. This video took a little bit longer to come out because it will be coming out on the 2nd of November, and the last video was on October 30th. And it was on October 30th because that's my anniversary, and I had a Halloween wedding, and the last episode was a Halloween wedding, so I thought it would be fitting to put it on the day of my anniversary. And being me, I procrastinated till the day before to record it, so I didn't have time to do the slideshow before my anniversary. So of course I'm not going to work on it on my anniversary because it's my anniversary and I'm spending it with my husband. Obviously I'm not going to work on that day. But after that was Halloween, which I worked on it a little bit on Halloween, not a lot. But Halloween's my favorite holiday, so I wasn't going to spend my whole day working on it. So now it's the 1st, which is when I'm recording this, and I've been working on it all day, off and on all day, because you see how long this video is, and I deleted like over half the photos that were taken. So I had to do those, make sure they were in order, and then now I'm doing the voiceover. I had to wait for it to save on both parts, and I handbrake it because my videos, they don't like to load on this internet because I live out in the country and we have crappy internet. So I have to handbrake my videos to get them to upload to YouTube, or else it takes like over 10 hours. So I have to still do all that to get it uploaded by today, which is the 2nd, when this video is coming out. So that's why it took so long to get this slideshow video out. I did post a Halloween video too. It's another one of these Sims had babies in the Sims 4. So this is also kind of weird, there being a video in between these two videos, the last episode and the slideshow, but I don't know, I'm sorry. It's basically all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to explain myself. But I've gone on way too long about that. But this is a long video, so I feel like I can ramble a little bit. But in this video, while the screenshots are going, I kind of wanted to do what I did in my last video, and that is return to my video list. Because I do a playlist for all my series, and of course this one has its own playlist that you can go back and watch in order. And read off the titles of the episodes, so maybe that triggers you a little bit. If you remember watching that episode, you'll kind of remember it as I'm talking about it, just listing off the names. And plus I don't think I did such a good job as I did the first season. The first season I had some really clever video names, and that's why I read them off. But we'll see how these are. So I'm right here with it, so I'm just going to jump into it. So episode 1 is intro and updated rules. This is season 2. There's a season 1 that's extremely long, and I get sidetracked a lot more than I do in this one. This season is a little bit more straightforward, which is why I was able to do in like half the videos. They don't go on vacation and like, well, do they go on vacation in this series? I think I went on vacation like 3 or 4 times in the first season, and I don't know about this season. But anyway, season 2 is her first woohoo. Not season 2, episode 2 is her first woohoo. Episode 3 is Seeing Family. Episode 4 is Once Upon a Time She Had a Baby. Episode 5 is Merman. That's when she got pregnant by the first merman that she got pregnant by. Episode 6 is Aging into a Toddler. Episode 7 is Demon Baby. Because when his eyes were shut, it looked like he was a little demon baby. Episode 8 is Aging into a Child. That's when the first toddler aged into a child. The episode 9 is The Little Merman, and that's when we discovered our baby Lucas was a merman. Not Lucas, Luca. Sorry, I get the names mixed up. There's no Lucas in this series. Episode 10 is Johnny Depp. It's obviously when we got pregnant by Johnny Depp. Episode 11 was Proposing to Emma Swan, and Emma Swan was our first lesbian lover, aka wife, in the series. As you can see in some of these photos, the blonde is Emma. And the whole point of the wife is to have 3 children for you. So we have multiple wives in the series. Emma was just the first, and they never really married for love. They more so married to help complete the challenge, pretty much. It was never true love. She was always in love with Killian. So, okay, so where was I? Episode 12 is 2 birthdays and another baby. Episode 13 is Zoa and Emma Swan's wedding, which it was a beach wedding. It was beautiful. I loved it. Episode 14 was Emma Swan and Neil, because she had her first baby by Neil. And just like in the show Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time is my favorite show. There's a lot of references in this series of Once Upon a Time. Also towards the end, a lot of Steven Universe references. So if you like those 2 shows, you will probably like this series. Episode 15 was Edward Scissorhands. If it's just a name, it's probably because we got pregnant by them. So I'm not going to keep explaining that. Episode 16 was Emma Swan's first baby. Of course, that's when she had her first baby by Neil. I think it was Henry. They named it Henry, but instead of a Y, it was an I. Because Henry Mills is already in the series in my world, so I didn't want to have 2 Henrys like that. So that's why I spelled with the I. So episode 17 was First Kid to Move Out. Episode 18 was Vampire Merman, and that was an interesting one because my son Cruz ended up being not just a vampire, not just a mermaid, a vampire merman. And that was a glitch that the game had, but it kept. So I have a vampire mermaid in my world, and it's crazy. So episode 19 was Double Baby Glitch Haunts My Game, and that's when there's been this glitch for a while now, and it still happens. I don't know why they haven't fixed it, but when you age the baby up, it like gives it 2 heads and 4 arms and 4 legs, but the body's intact, and it's really creepy. So I was just looking at, that's when I first discovered that. Okay, and episode 20 is birthdays, and zombie cake. Episode 21 is Caleb in a coffin, and we got pregnant with Caleb. Episode 22 was aging up and moving out. I guess we were just aging up and moving out Sims in that episode. Episode 23 is Killian Jones and Emma Swan. So that's when they, I think that's when they get pregnant, and then the next episode is Boyfriend, and that's when Emma and Killian become boyfriend and girlfriend behind Zoe's back. So that was fun. Episode 26 is Emma Swan's home birth. She had another baby, basically. Episode 27, the cutest little vampire. Because we had Star, and Star is absolutely adorable. Like, she's one of my favorite kids, even now. But she was in the thumbnail, so that's why I named it that. Episode 28 is Rusty the Tin Man. Episode 29 is Emma Swan becomes a spellcaster. That's when we got Realm of Magic, and I want Emma to be a spellcaster because she can do magic in the series Once Upon a Time. Not at first, but later on in the series. So I want her to be able to do magic in Let's Play because I want it to be accurate. Episode 30 was Home Birth and New Nursery. I had to remodel the nursery when the new bassinets came out because I love the new bassinets. Episode 31 is All Magic Comes with a Price, and that's when we got pregnant by Rumpelstiltskin. Once again, another Once Upon a Time thing. Episode 32 was Halloween Toddler. That was when Raven was a toddler. Raven is our Halloween sim. Episode 33 is Emma Swan Adopts. So the lesbian lover / wife can adopt and it count towards the 100 baby count. The main matriarch can't do that. She can only have babies with men as the sperm donors. She can't adopt or make a toddler and create a sim or wish for out of the wishing well. It has to be the traditional way. So that's why Emma Swan was adopting. Episode 34 is Love Potion, and that's when Zoe went to the magic realm and got pregnant by Morgan the spellcaster, which I forgot which one he was. I know what they look like, but they each stand for something like mischief, and there's two other ones, and he was one of the other ones. I can't remember what it was right now. But we basically made a love potion, made him drink it, and then had a baby with him. Navi and Halloween decor. So this is when Emma got the blue fairy as her little familiar, and it looks like Navi, so I named it Navi. And it was Halloween, so we decorated for Halloween. Aging up and another baby. Self-explanatory. Pumpkin time, we carved pumpkins. The Realm of Magic. The whole family went to the Realm of Magic so Emma could learn some spells. Episode 39 was Rocker Raven. That's when Raven aged up into a teenager. And Raven was also the main character for my university challenge, if you don't know who I'm talking about. Episode 40 is Trick or Treat. Episode 41 is Devil Baby, and that's when we went over to this house to get pregnant, which is our neighbors of monsters, and there was a devil baby there. And I thought it was super cute. Emma Swan's Spooky Birthday was episode 42. Episode 43 is Swing High, Swing Low. They were playing on the swings, that's why I named it that after the song, because every time I would be on the swing set when I was a kid, that's what my grandma was saying to me if she was pushing me on the swing set. So that song, I don't know exactly if it's called Swing High, Swing Low, but that's what I've always called it. Episode 44 was Happy Halloween. So that was Halloween last year. Episode 45 was Getting Pregnant at the Gym. Episode 46, Divorcing Emma Swan, because she had all her babies and they all moved out. So it was time to get a divorce. We didn't kill her because we do care about her. It's Emma Swan. She's like epic, and she's my favorite lesbian. She's my favorite Once Upon a Time character. So I loved that. Episode 47 was triplets. That was the only time we have triplets in this series. Episode 48 was 4 times the charm. And I think it took like 4 times to get pregnant in that one, which was really annoying. Episode 49, Every Kid Ages Up, self-explanatory. Episode 50, New Future Wifey, that's when we met Emily from ChezPride. She's the next wife. Episode 51, Emma Swan's Happy Ending, and that's basically when we play as Emma, and her and Kelligan get married. And Zoe actually cooks for their wedding, so it's actually quite sweet. Episode 52 is Fertile Trait, and that's when we got the fertile trait, obviously. Episode 54, Trevor's Born. This one, my friend Trevor passed away, so I named it after him and modeled it after him, but I actually forgot to give him his glasses when he became a teenager, so he's still running around the world with no glasses, blind as a bat. I know they're not actually blind, but he was blind as a bat, so I like to imagine he can't see, because I never bothered to put glasses on him again. But that happens later on when he's a teenager. This is just when he was born. And for some reason the thumbnail's not showing on this list. Like, does this video not have a thumbnail? Because I'm on my YouTube page, on the other icon, looking at this list, and there's no thumbnail. Oh well. Episode 56 is Mr. Grinch, because we got pregnant by the Grinch. Episode 58 is Decorating the Tree, because it was getting Christmas time. 59 is Building a Snow Pal. 60 is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That's what we got pregnant by Santa. Episode 61 is Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. That was our Christmas episode, or our quote-unquote Winterfest episode. Episode 62 is Our Little Buddy. That's when Buddy was born, I'm pretty sure. 63 is Father Winter, and that's when we got pregnant by Father Winter. Episode 64 is Aging Up Buddy, self-explanatory. And episode 65 is Getting Emily Pregnant. She went to the spellcaster world. She was already a spellcaster, and she woohooed one of the, I still can't remember what they're called, mages? Is that what they're called? Either the main person that represents that type of magic. Episode 66 is Cece from BBB, which is Cece from Black Veil Brides. We got pregnant by the drummer of Black Veil Brides, because he's my favorite member. 67 is Emily's first 2 kids, so she actually gave birth and adopted in the same episode. So that's what that's about. And she had a blue baby in that episode. She had Venus. So that's our blue child. Episode 68 is Baby Andy, and since that's on here twice. Whoops. Sorry, I just noticed that it was on the list twice. But it was, since we didn't sleep with Andy, we slept with Cece. Andy is the lead singer and Cece is the drummer. We named it Andy and modeled it after Andy. It's Cece's baby, and it just had to do with the band. Episode 69 is The New Hot Tub, and this is when everyone was like, it's the Sims' birthday, why did we only get a hot tub? And I was like, but I like the hot tub, it looks really nice. So I did a whole episode on it, woohooing in the hot tub and like showing off and stuff. Episode 70 is Andy Ages, again self-explanatory. Episode 71 is Skill Building Day, which is every Saturday or Sunday if we had to get pregnant on Saturday, but most of the time we had to get pregnant on Sunday. So, it was just another Saturday, basically. Episode 72 was Hiring a Butler. Episode 73 was a new butler, because we realized that one was kleptomaniac, but they kept switching out throughout the whole rest of the series. So sometimes we had the kleptomaniac, sometimes we had the good one, but he luckily never stole anything. But our son came back and stole from us later on in the series, and kind of pissed me off. But Rua never stole from us. Episode 74 is Emily and Victor, and that's when she gets pregnant by Victor. All of that's from ChezPride. If you watch ChezPride, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Episode 75 is aging up and getting these kids out, because I was ready to get some kids out at that point, apparently. Episode 76 is Adult Andy. That's when he ages up and moves out. Episode 77 are Why Are All the Dogs Sick? And we went to the dog park with our family in this episode, because it was kind of fun to do. Episode 78 was aged up twice in one episode, and that's when we aged up the baby into a toddler, and then he actually completed all his skills in one day, and so he got to age up at the end of the episode into a kid. So that's like the only time that ever happened, I swear. Episode 79 is Emily's birthday. She turned into an elder. Episode 80 is Steve Harvey. Again, getting pregnant by Steve Harvey. Episode 81 was aging up the twins. There was twins born at some point. Episode 82 is Flirty Fan. That's when she met her first fan, and she, of course, had a baby with him in the next episode, which is episode 83, Tent Woohoo. And then episode 84 is All the Bees Age Up. That's because we have Bryce, Brooklyn, and there's one, Buddy, I think it was Buddy. No, we're past Buddy. Who's the other bee? I'm not even gonna look at it. I could look in my notebook and figure that out, but I'm not even gonna worry about it. But there was like 3 bees and they all aged up. Episode 85 is Having a Home Birth. Again, shocker. Because we've had a ton of home births at this point. All of them, but the first one was a home birth. Episode 86 is Mama's Beach Day, and she went and got pregnant by Prince Eric. Episode 87 is Purple Toddler, and that's when Amethyst was a toddler. Episode 88 is Having Prince Eric's Baby. That's kind of self-explanatory. Episode 89 is Woohooing the King of Sims, and we woohooed James Turner and had his baby, which this is before him and Delicacy announced that they were together. It was I recorded this episode before Delicacy woohooed him in her 100 baby challenge. But before I was able to release it, she came out. Hers kind of looked like I was copying her, but I actually recorded it before she came out. And this is also way before she announced they were dating. If I knew they were dating, I probably wouldn't have went after him in the 100 baby challenge. Which, like, what does it really matter? Is the 100 baby challenge was still, it's just kind of awkward being a fan of Delicacy's and that happening. Just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But moving on, episode 90 is Toddlers are cute but annoying, which is true. Episode 92 is Alien Lover, which a lot of y'all like that episode, actually. Episode 93 is New Skill Day, which was an actual event they have in the day is New Skill Day, and it happened to land on Saturday, so it was perfect. Episode 94 is Twin Alien Babies. One of them was an alien, and one of them was just a normal baby. Episode 95 is the one where the pregnancy test doesn't work, and then episode 96 is the one where the pregnancy test does work. And basically, we tried, while the female butler was working, we tried to invite over the male butler, who was not working for us at the time, because you can't have a butler with you can't have a baby with a butler if they're your current butler. And it did allow us to try for a baby, but then the pregnancy test didn't work, so we tried to do it with a new person, specifically the mailman, because we didn't think that pregnancy test was going to work. So I just thought like the game glitched out and we weren't able to get pregnant, and we weren't pregnant because when we woohoo with the new guy, the pregnancy test worked. But that went and led to the family tree, and it turned out Rua was the father of the child and not the mailman. So we had to try again actually later on with the mailman and for another baby. Worked out. Episode 97 is teaching our toddler twins to dance. Episode 98 was giving birth to our 89th child. Plain and simple. Episode 99 was playing with the strays in the enchanted forest. I think did we go and get pregnant there, or we just take our family there? I don't remember. Episode 100 was the 100th episode special, and I basically made Zoe bartend at a really fancy pool, and we invited all the kids that would come from season 2 and just basically visit with them and look back on how far we've come in this challenge so far. Episode 101 was getting back into the grind of things because we just had the 100th episode. And episode 102 is Thank You Patch Update, and that's when a lot of the stuff was fixed, including there being towels wrapped around you right before you shower with who, so you don't just get in the shower with your clothes on, because that's always awkward. Episode 103 was Emily turns into an elder. Episode 104 is failing as an elder day 1, and she totally crashed on the ground, just doing exactly what she normally would have done. Episode 105 is round 2, and that's when the mailman comes back and we try for a baby with him again. Episode 106 is Aging Up Garnet. Episode 107 is Prank Day. Episode 108 is Joey Rosefa in a tux, and we went and got pregnant by Joey Rosefa. And at the time, it was before he announced that him and Daniel broke up and had been broken up for 4 months. So you saw them together married in the game. So yeah, that was a little awkward. All these YouTubers just not telling me stuff in time, man. Episode 109 was Aging Up Even More Sims. Episode 10 is It's a Boy. I really didn't know what to put for that title, so I just put It's a Boy. Episode 111, The Almighty Zeus. Episode 112, Makeover for All These Kids, and that's basically saying all the kids aged up. Episode 113 is Swimming in the Rain, pretty self-explanatory. Episode 14 was a sad one. It's the one where Emily dies from she dies from being an elder. But it's just called the one where Emily dies. I didn't pause right there, that's why I started over my sentence. Episode 115 is People Are Depressed Here, because Emily just died. They were obviously all super depressed. One of them refused to go to school. So she couldn't age up on the day she was supposed to age up. It was horrible. Episode 116 is Nifty Knitting. That's when I bought the Nifty Knitting pack. Episode 117 was Mario, the last baby daddy. I wasn't sure he was going to be the last baby daddy, but he was the last baby daddy. Episode 118 is Pregnant with Our 100th Child. Episode 119 was Home Birth to Our 100th Child. And that confirmed that he was no longer going to be, he was going to be the last baby daddy. Where I was at 120, we found the one. That's when we started, when we met Helen, and we didn't start dating with her. We were a little flirty that first night, but we didn't even have our first kiss till later on. Episode 121 is Yoga and Knitting. Episode 122 is We Had 101 Babies, and that's when I realized that the last baby, Emerald, was actually a vampire, so she actually counted as 101 babies. So we technically had 101 babies, so we went over the amount we were supposed to have. The next episode, 123, is 123, Our Last Child is Aging. It's episode 123, so it's 123. Yeah, I was really bored. I totally understand if you just stopped watching. Episode 124 is Becoming Girlfriends, so Zoe and Helen became girlfriends that episode. Episode 125 is Halloween decorations, because we were halfway through October and I did not have Halloween decorations up yet. I was so mad at myself, so I put them up in that episode. Episode 126 is Proposing at the Lighthouse, which was a little soon. It's just like 2 episodes after Becoming Girlfriends, but I wanted to celebrate Halloween on the day that I wanted to propose, and I wanted to propose at the lighthouse. I didn't want to propose on Halloween, because we were going to have a Halloween wedding, so that's why it's like, bam, girlfriend, bam. We took it slow, and then we were girlfriend and then fiance, and we take it a little slow, and then we get married. Basically, because I wanted to go a little bit slower with her. Episode 127 is Kia the Kitty. So the same episode we proposed, we adopted a stray cat. And this was just, the next episode was becoming friends with that cat. And then the next episode is 128, Down to the Last Child. So we moved out all our other kids, and it was seal building day, and it was only that one child, Emerald. 129 was Celebrating Halloween, which I did not post on Halloween, as I have mentioned already, but we celebrated a little bit early in the game. Episode 130, which is our second to last episode, is the 100th child ages into adult. So basically, we complete the challenge in this episode because the main goal is to have 100 babies and age them up into adults and move them out. That is the main goal. So that is when we finished. And then the final episode is episode 131, Halloween Wedding / final episode. And that's when Helen and Zoe get married and Zoe gets her happily ever after. So that was all the episodes. Again, it's not as many as last season, but that was kind of the goal for this season, is I didn't want to get so distracted. That's why there's a lot of stuff happens at home, but I tried to get out enough, like, where it kept it interesting at some points. So that's really all I have to say. I'm kind of sad the series is ending. This is my favorite series I've ever recorded. I put my heart and soul into this series. Like, this series was a big one for me. It was my first series on YouTube. I posted like 1 or 2 Sims videos, but this was like my first actual series. So when we started out with Haley in season 1, I think it took me 4 or 5 years to complete this challenge. I took a year-long break from it because I was just slowly building Zoe's house and getting the world ready, because I added a lot of interesting characters in the world, as you could tell from some of the titles that I read off, some of the baby daddies were really interesting characters, such as Santa Claus, the Grinch, Cece, Mario, Kevin Hart was a baby daddy, Snoop Dogg was a baby daddy. There was a lot of interesting baby daddies. But I'm pretty much going to end the talking part of this episode right here. I'm going to put on some music for you guys, probably some music that you've heard if you watched the series and watched the makeovers. But the talking part of this episode is going to end here. So anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I see you next time. Alright, bye!
one till I'm fake you to the rock. But,